Hey, I'm Schmicks,
I'm Tweak Bigfoot, and you're listening to
the third floor.
and it's episode 13 on October 21st. Nailed it first try.
First try, nailed it. Yeah,
First try. Yeah, dude, how you doing, man?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Um,
Like to hear.
like I was kind of saying before we started recording, it's a really busy week. There's just a lot of things going on. Like school-wise, I got a paper to write still, and I haven't started it, and it's due in a couple days. So we'll see how that goes. In the gaming sphere of things, though, it's also really busy. I entered a 2v2 tournament for Halo 5,
Nice.
and that's on Friday. So there's my Friday night there, and then the Halo 4 flighting beta came out for the MCC, and I didn't know if I get an invite, and here I got invited to the PC flight and the Xbox flight. So I'm supposed to be
Ooh,
playing on both platforms now, but I'm also
big
supposed
man
to be
over here.
practicing for this Halo 5 tournament. So
Right.
it's just going to be a lot of Halo in between paper writing and whatnot. So
Mm-hmm.
it's a good week, but yeah, it's going to be a busy one. So I'll
Yeah.
probably be I know I'll be able to stream the Xbox stuff on Twitch, so that's
Nice.
probably where I'll be at. But it's
Nice.
going good, just busy.
On that
Not a bad thing.
affiliated Twitch.
Yes, sir.
Affiliated. I like that.
Trying my best,
Hey, it's got a nice ring
but
to it.
still small, like peanut small. But
All right.
and I said
Gotta start somewhere.
peanuts, not the other word, by the way.
Not the other word. You gotta start somewhere, you know?
Yeah, call me a small PP streamer if you want.
Little PP. Or whatever the PewDiePie says. Show me your
On that
peepees.
note, how are you, Nick?
Dude, I'm really good. I'm like really, really good. I'm just like having a really good day. Work was good today. I love my job, so it was really cool. It was like really nice out. I've been really busy today, so I actually haven't like touched any video games. I think I played like one game of Hearthstone, but I just been like busy doing other stuff. So it's been like a pretty solid day all around. I got my birthday's coming up, and I got like a really cool Nespresso machine for my birthday. So like that's really cool. I'm like very excited about that.
Hey, who needs
Um,
Chief Fuel? You can just
make
have a little
lattes,
cafe
man,
to yourself.
literally all day long. So that was a really cool way. I got it right before we opened the podcast, or started the podcast. So it was like a good way to start my mood. I was
You're
like, I
gonna
have a
be
weird day.
revved,
I'm loving it, man. My
revved
birthday.
up and ready to talk about the beta
Oh,
from
the
this weekend.
beta,
He had an
dude.
awesome gameplay video, by the way.
Thank
I'll put
you.
that down in the basement below on
Thanks.
my YouTube channel.
I
You're
don't
gonna
always
want to check
pop
it out. He
off,
went
but
off with the XQC
ooh,
or
dude.
whatever it's called.
We'll get into that gun, but I don't always pop off. When I do, you got to be damn sure I may be recording.
No kidding.
Yeah,
What?
no,
Okay, so I
so
know it's not XQC. What's it called?
it's the oh shoot, it's XQB X. No, I just want to say XQC, but it's not. You
I
got me.
messed you up with
You
it.
got it in my head. I think it's
It's the
the
third floor, man. We can't remember gun names. Doesn't matter what
X.
series it is.
Yeah, we literally can't remember a single friggin' thing. It's the QBZ. I knew it was some
QVC. Okay.
variation.
Yeah,
That gun's a unit, dude.
it is a unit.
We'll talk about that
So
later.
on that note, into that segue, what were your first impressions of the beta this weekend?
Loved it. As someone that played in the alpha and the beta, there was a noticeable difference from playing in the alpha to the beta, which we'll get into. But like it was a lot of differences and a lot of similarities. But honestly, really liked it. Really, really enjoyed it. It was crispy. I went from being like, "I'll pre-order this game in a few weeks" to like, I pre-ordered this past weekend. I was like, "I'm doing it.
Hold
I'm
the
doing it,"
trigger.
because after hearing how good it was from you, I was like, "I want an extra day. I want another day to play this game."
Yeah.
So I did, and
No,
I
that's
loved
fair,
it,
dude.
and it was worth the purchase.
Yeah, it actually got extended to just yesterday. It
Yeah,
closed, and I didn't even know that.
I did.
I was really busy, so I wouldn't have been able to play it anyway. But
Right.
cool that they extended it. You can kind of bet on it because people just swarm
Yeah.
the server and they want to like kind of
Keep playing.
test the server and see what it can take. So I think
Right.
that's good.
I honestly, if this had been the launch, like if I paid $100 pretty much flat for the pre-order cross-gen bundle for this beta, I would have been okay with it. I would be like, this is a worthwhile purchase of my money.
Okay. I
Yeah,
mean,
I
I'd
know.
probably disagree because I'd be like, well, where the hell is my zombies, dude?
Oh
Like,
yeah, no, sorry. I meant like if this was the multiplayer experience, like if
oh, the
that was the
multiplayer.
multiplayer they
Oh, okay,
pushed
okay,
out, I'd be like,
okay.
yes.
Yeah, it's not a bad multiplayer experience.
No.
Like if you surrounded just what there was there in the core beta with a campaign, multiplayer, and
Yeah,
hopefully they have like a theater mode or something they could add. Like
please.
it seems like a Treyarch thing they do.
Yeah,
Hoping.
they had it there, but it was grayed out. Couldn't click on it.
Okay, that's good to know. So, yeah, I agree. It was like for a beta, there was a lot of content and a lot of game modes. I was actually surprised. Usually they have them on like a rotation, whereas this one, like they just had so many options.
Yeah, it was sick. But where the
Which we
hell is
only
my
really
zombies?
played the 66 because that's kind
Yeah.
of our bread and butter. Like I prefer it, and I think you do too.
We did. I think we did one game. We did play one game of everything. We played Fire Team Dirty Bomb, which I don't. Bleh. We
Yeah,
also played the 10v10, which is fun.
yeah. The dirty bomb, it just didn't grab us.
No,
I guess I think it's
for
because we
us,
don't like battle royale stuff as much as we used to.
no, with the
Um,
exception of Fortnite. But
yeah,
yeah,
yeah. Uh, should I tell them the little secret you've been holding back about Fortnite?
yeah, dude, hit him with it.
Okay, Nick's been going through the battle pass on Fortnite. I don't know why I find it so funny, but like
At like
out
a
of all the
stupid
games that are
speed
out right
too,
now, it's just weird that now is the time to buy the battle pass and grind
right?
that. So how's that been going, man?
I think I don't know. When did I talk to you about it? Was it 3 weeks ago or 2 weeks ago?
Yeah,
Wait,
give or
somewhere
take.
between 2 and 3 weeks. I'm on like tier 75. I whipped through it.
Holy crap.
And I will finish it. I try and do a level a day because they give you 5 daily challenges, and if you complete all 5, it's like get an SMG elimination, harvest 500 wood. Like takes you like literally 20 minutes. If you do all 5, you can get you get like that completes one level. So I try and play like once a day for like a half hour. I want to get to 100. I want to get the Iron Man skin, and then I'm probably gonna stop. I enjoy it though. I've
I've
been
never been so impressed and disappointed at the same time.
nobody has been impressed. No one I have told like I'm about the battle pass has been like, oh sick, dude.
Oh no.
Um,
That's all right, dude. I
yeah,
judge. I'm not gonna lie.
actually, that's a lie. So I work in childcare. I work in childcare, and I told a bunch of kids that I bought the battle pass. And they're like, "Oh, sick, dude! Yes!"
You're like
So
probably like the
I'm
alpha
a
now,
god.
dude. They're like,
Yeah,
wow,
they were
look
like,
at this guy.
I know. And they're like, "What do you do if you run out of V-Bucks?" And I was like, "Buy more." I don't.
And they're like, with your mom's credit
Yeah, they
card.
literally were like, "Yo, you can do that." And I was like, "Uh-huh. I
I'm
don't."
an adult now. Wait till you grow up, Timmy, and then
Yeah,
you
right.
can use
Then
your
you
own money
can
to buy
waste your money on
skins.
V-Bucks.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's been good. I've been really enjoying it.
That's cool,
I'm
man.
not gonna play today. The beta or the
Right.
season goes for another month, and I have to do 25 levels, so I'm not worried.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've
So
never
yeah,
been a season pass owner, but I do enjoy the game. Don't get me wrong. If you like Fortnite, sick. I've played a lot of Fortnite,
yeah. Spend
honestly.
money on it if you want.
Probably around like 30 hours of Fortnite if I looked on my account. So I've played it. I've enjoyed it. I find it fun with friends. So
Played
no
30
hate.
hours in the last 2 weeks.
Oh my goodness.
Here's my
Um,
closing thoughts on Fortnite. Like, it's fun. If you want to play it, go ahead. For me, it filled an itch. For probably like a month, I was like, I want something to play. So I played Fortnite, and I loved it. I was like,
yeah,
great. After this month is over, I will probably not play it for a long time. I might, but do I
because
regret
by
buying the
that
Battle
time,
Pass? No.
Cold War will be out.
Oh, I'm gonna have the Battle Pass done before Cold War because I'm not playing it after. I'm
Yeah,
just
that's
not
kind of
doing
the
it.
goal.
Yep.
That's kind of what I'm thinking with Halo is like, I want to make sure I get a lot of challenges and things I want to get done that I should have got done this summer. Even campaign stuff, get that done before Cold War comes out because I know like basically my November, December is just going to be gone.
Right.
Doing that and figuring out the zombies maps and all that kind of fun stuff. So,
Right.
um,
Do you know what
yeah,
day
it's
it
good.
drops on?
It's
Cold War.
November 13th,
Oh, okay. You
which
know
is a
what?
Friday.
Yeah. It
So
is a
that's why
Friday.
I've kind of been like, oh, should we just play zombies? It's kind of weird to like not play the campaign or the multiplayer, but like since it's Friday the 13th, I think zombies would be so
And
sick.
since we grinded the multiplayer, I'm cool. I'm cool to play zombies.
Yeah.
But you know what comes out before that and is going to be a better grind fest than Black Ops?
What's that?
Beyond Light.
Oh, right. How could I forget? Dude, I better pre-order it right now.
Get on there, dude. Get that
Yeah,
D2 Beyond Hope and Light.
it is beyond hope.
Yeah.
It should be called Destiny 2 Beyond Repair. Yo,
One
dude.
per episode. There it
Holy
is.
crap. There we go. One per
So
epi.
in conclusion, the beta was sick and I loved playing it. What about you?
I loved it, dude.
Yeah.
My first thoughts were like, crap, I finally get another Black Ops game. Like I like Black Ops 4 a lot,
Yeah.
but I think I'm gonna connect with this one more. I'm kind of invested with the pre-order, and I love the art style, like I was saying before.
Mhm.
Like you were saying, I like how it feels. The gun plays really tight, and it's kind of like it's like Modern Warfare, but just a little bit snappier, I find.
I
It's
think
just,
so.
yeah, like even the recoil doesn't seem as severe.
Yep.
So they'll probably find a way to buff certain guns and nerf certain guns. But as it is right now, there's only a couple problems, and we're going to talk about those later. But um, there's not enough issues for me to say that I had an overall bad experience. I definitely had an overall good experience, and the fact that it's crossplay is really nice too, because I didn't know that halfway through,
Yeah.
and then I got to play with my nephew who's on PlayStation. So
Mm-hmm.
that alone really made the beta a lot of fun
Worth
for
it.
me. I was
Yeah,
going to
man.
ask, did you prefer it on PlayStation or do you prefer the way it feels on Xbox?
I actually I'm gonna say Xbox. But like when it comes down to it, I really enjoyed playing on the PlayStation. Like if I was gifted it on the PlayStation, I wouldn't. And like say I hadn't bought it on Xbox, I wouldn't rebuy it. I'd be like, no, I'm gold player. Like this is fine. I
Yeah,
enjoy this. It was a lot of fun. It was smooth, like pretty much the same. I feel like the PS4 booted up faster, but that might have just been the alpha. So
yeah, could be. I
I
mean,
enjoyed it. It was
yeah, that's the
crispy.
thing that's weird about it. We don't really know how, like, even the UI, I kind of wondered, like, it's not really going to be
Yeah,
how it runs. Like, hopefully not.
hopefully not.
We have our gripes about that.
Ooh.
So to segue into that, do you want to tell me how about what you really liked about it to start with? Give me your positive takes from the beta.
So my favorite thing. Well, here's the thing. For every positive, there's a flip side and negative. So I'll start with the positives. Guns were sick. You could practically use any gun and get away with it. Like I saw people using the Stoner 63. I was ripping with the QBZ. You were sniping and using an SMG. Pistol. I saw shotguns like crazy. I got knifed. Pistols were around. The only gun you can't use is the KSP 45 3-burst SMG. Thing's a garbage gun. Everything
Yes.
else, like M16s, Type 83, whatever it was, the semi-auto, like everything was being used, which I think is like pretty unique. Because normally, what happens in COD, you just get into it and you're like, "Cool, this is the best SMG. Why would I use anything else unless that
Yeah.
personally resonates with me?" But like,
Mm-hmm.
I saw a lot of MP5s, AK-74 used, Milanos, no KSPs though.
Yeah.
Like so the gunplay was crispy, and I think there was a lot of variability in what you could use and the setups you could use.
Mm-hmm. There's
Um,
people that didn't run that one greed perk, wild card, where I
oh
think it's
yeah,
called greed, where you
yeah,
have like your secondary can be any gun.
yeah.
There's people that didn't run that and were still using the sniper, and they would have just the pistol. And like
That's
even
me.
the pistols were usable. Like you could actually go on a rampage
Yeah.
with those pistols. So like that was nice to see.
Somewhere we played for like a few hours and I recorded all of it. Somewhere in there, I popped off with a Magnum. Got like 3 or 4 kills
Yeah,
with it in a row. It's sick. If you can, just you guys have to hit headshots with it or hit the close range body. It's
yeah.
possible. It's just harder.
It's like
So
I feel like that could never happen in Blops 4 or Modern
no,
Warfare.
you're
It
not
just doesn't
getting.
seem like them.
You're not pulling out your pistol and getting a kill.
Yeah.
So guns were sick. Map design was sick. Again, I have a negative to that, but I'll talk about it. Map design was sick. I loved Miami. It was my favorite map going into this, and coming out, it's actually my least favorite. It's still a great map. Still fun to play on. I don't know why I'm short of breath. Oh, I'm just buzzing.
Dude, you had a coffee.
I'm like, oh.
You're grinding out there.
Yeah. So that was good to me. I like the maps and the modes. I like that they brought back control. I really liked control. I love it. I think that was really cool. So
That is a
honestly,
fun mode.
all in
At
all, that's
first I
what I
was like,
like.
are they gonna pull off with this map? Like, how's this gonna work? But honestly, it was pretty sweaty.
Yeah, no, it was good.
The fellow we were playing with the other night there, Big Matt, he actually
Yeah.
went off. So I think it was 2 games after he left. We were playing Control, and it was on Moscow, and
Yeah.
it was that one place by that fountain, and it was a 1v4, and he ended up clutching the 1v4.
What?
Yeah, and it's kind of like, to me, Control is kind of like an altered version of Search and Destroy,
Yeah.
where once all the lives are gone, then it becomes Search and Destroy. And so from his perspective, he had to clutch his 1v4, and like it was intense. Like I was
Yeah.
fired up. So I'm really starting to like that game mode.
I love it. And for context, he's not a god by any means. Like I'm not insulting you, Matt. If you see this, like he's a good player, but he wouldn't. I don't think he'd be insulting him. I was like, yeah, he's an average COD player. It's
Yeah.
not like he's a pro.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
not
like the
easy
guy we
to
were
do.
playing with, we were just playing with buds. And like
Yeah.
it was so cool to just see someone go off.
It
And I
was.
just feel like
I
it's
bet.
such an accessible game. And
Oh
like
yeah.
I guess that's what I like about the original Black Ops as well, is it was a game like you don't have to be amazing at it. You just need to do good in this one game, in this one
Yeah.
lobby, and you can actually pop off.
Yep.
So it's cool to see.
We played with a guy, well, even you. Like, we played with our buddy Adam and Jared is both on mouse and keyboard for the first time ever, and they both were doing pretty good. Not like pro plays, but like good enough, you know? So it's really
Yeah,
accessible.
I would say mouse and keyboard. Just to piggyback on that, it's so responsive. I was
Yeah.
expecting a lot of input delay. I've heard other games with Xbox, and it might be just Xbox hardware itself. Like maybe they're improving some updates and getting some software updates that are fixing this. But I've heard that it's bad. And then this game comes out. I'm skeptical. I get on there, and
Yeah.
it's so responsive. I actually think it felt better than my PC in a lot of ways.
Really?
So if you're a big mouse and keyboard player and you're wondering if you're going to get on PC or Xbox,
Box.
honestly, either or, and you're probably going to be fine. And if it's an
Mhm.
X like mine, like it's going to run. It actually ran 4K at 60 FPS, and I cranked the field of view just to see what it was like. I cranked it to
Yeah.
120, and it didn't affect the frame rate that I could tell.
That's sick.
So if you're an M&K player, you'll enjoy this game. And I think
Mhm.
it's sick that they finally have that input-based selection.
I love that. I love that a lot. Because I think you need to have accessibility. You just have to at this point.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's what I liked. How about you?
Okay. I agree with just about everything you said.
Mhm.
The art style I really liked. It just
Love the
feels
art.
so like Modern Warfare seems really realistic. And like I
Mhm.
was saying before we recorded, the engine that they used for Modern Warfare is the new one that
Right.
they've been working on for years. Whereas Cold War, it's actually using a modified Black Ops 3 engine.
Okay.
And that engine is just really like it's an old engine, but they've modified it a lot and they've made it appear like Modern Warfare, but just not as realistic. A little bit more
Okay.
cartoony. The shadows are a little more rigid, and I actually like the art style. It kind of looks a little bit more like a video game to me.
Yeah, I
So I
love the art
enjoyed that
style
more.
of Treyarch more. I agree with
Yeah,
you.
yeah, you could tell it was a Treyarch game, and even with the kill streaks, the way that they looked, it just felt really nice to see that HUD look a
Mhm.
little more cartoony, and I just really liked the way it looked as far as
Yeah.
art style. That was the first thing that stuck out to me.
Mhm.
Like you were saying, the guns are fun. The one I really like to use is that Krig 6
Oh yeah.
and the Tundra. So I was kind of going
Nice.
between those two classes, and I was using the one with greed. So I would have my Tundra out, and then I'd miss
Right.
snipes, and I'd be pissed. I'd be like, oh, whatever, I'll just whip out my AK-74 you and run around and spray.
Mhm.
So I like that accessibility. Guns are really fun, and the kill streak system is superb. I really didn't know
Love
what
kill
to think
streaks.
about it because I'm like, well, and I don't think I was the only one. People
Mhm.
were like, really, we're going to give noobs access to all these crazy kill streaks.
Yeah.
But when you actually get in the game, it makes a lot of sense because
Mhm.
both you and I were playing, we were grinding, and it would take a long time to get a chopper gunner. You
Yeah,
really
I only
do
got it
have to be
twice.
playing well. Yeah. And like we played a lot of games, and we're not
Yeah.
crappy players. So when we
I'd
go
say,
on
yeah.
sprees, or we just, you can die a couple times. Just
I
if
still
you
get
don't
it,
know the
yeah.
kill streak system, usually it's as long as you don't die, you keep adding up your kill streak. Whereas
Mhm.
in this one, you can die and you can still keep that streak, and you just accumulate points
Keep going.
until you hit that.
Yeah.
And there was no noobs that had chopper gunners or any high kill streaks, so that's how you could tell it was balanced pretty well. It was
Yeah.
kind of near the end of the game if you're an average player like us, so you get that chopper gunner or attack helicopter. And I thought it actually worked out really nice. So
I agree
that
with you.
score streak system, I think they should keep that. That is
Yeah.
sick.
To quickly piggyback off on that, you got a chopper gunner, right?
Yeah, a couple
Okay,
times.
so my favorite thing, I kid you not, out of the whole experience this whole weekend, was that feeling I got. Like, so did you get a chopper gunner in Black Ops 1?
Yeah.
Yeah, when your guy slides that door open, did it in Black
Yeah,
Ops
when he
1?
opens it up like a
Boom.
big
Oh,
minivan.
yeah.
That's so
I
sick.
literally got chills. I got it for the first time this weekend, and I just got chilled. I was like, my
That's
goodness,
sick.
man. Like, it just brought back so many memories. It was really sweet.
I like the way that they kind of like it's like a spiritual successor in the same way Modern Warfare was, right? Kind of the spiritual successor of the Infinity War games. This is the spiritual successor of the Treyarch games. And yeah, those small details were really cool. It just
It's
felt
nice.
so good. It felt like playing Black Ops again for the
Yeah,
first
it
time.
did.
So I only have a couple bad things to say. Maybe I'll just start.
Go for it.
And the one thing I really hate is the latency issue, where you're already behind cover and you're still getting shot.
That's annoying.
Yeah, it's like my internet. I'm probably playing around 70 ping, and it felt like 200
Yeah,
because there was times where you're around the corner and then you die, and it's like
Yeah.
I'm sprinting away. Like how is that
How
possible?
am I dead?
Yeah, and that was before I stretched the field of view. So it's not like it was being affected by any kind of like perception. It was actual game time. I'm behind cover and I'm dying.
Yeah.
So I think that's got to get fixed. It's probably just a refresh rate issue that's hopefully just beta related, and maybe they'll patch that up. But if you're going to have a dedicated server, you got to use it. You can't have that kind of thing going on. If it was host matchmaking, I'd be like, okay, kind of back to the olden days. But this is a dedicated server game.
We're past that.
They didn't clean that up.
It's a new time.
Yeah. And the other thing, which is kind of a part of internet issues, is there's like this freezing load screen issue. I don't know if anyone else felt that, but we were constantly in lobbies where it would freeze up, and like the game would go 3, 2, 1. You're just about to get in the game, and then your characters that are kind of standing there all freeze, and there's like this long, like 5 seconds probably, and then finally it goes into the loading screen of the map. I think that's just sloppy. I know it's a small detail, but things like
Dakota
that
got booted because of it.
Yeah.
He was
so like I don't know
ground.
what they're trying to do. Like if that's where it's taking like from the hard drive, like the cache, and like trying to render those objects, but like it's so abrasive. Like you want to have a smooth transition. Battlefield's really good with that, and that's what they need to replicate is a smoother transition. Because it just looks clunky.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Just gonna check if there's one more thing. I think that's all the negatives I have to say. Okay. You're gonna say some that I agree with too, but I guess for me, I just those small details about latency and like freezing screens, that's got to change. It's just ridiculous.
Big time. Well, Jared already knows what my number one complaint of this whole friggin' experience has been.
I didn't even play the game before I knew that.
Yeah.
These things, they suck.
They suck. And like now that you've played them, my issue is sniping. My issue is the snipers. And now that you've played them, what would you say? Do you think it's an issue?
I think if you're not under fire, I don't have an issue with that. So that's where we probably disagree. So if you're not under fire, I think the snipers are pretty balanced.
Right.
I whiffed a lot of shots, and like I play Halo snipers all the time. Whenever I play Black Ops 4, I play snipers.
Right.
What does piss me off is when I have a guy 4 hit markers deep, and then he hard scopes me.
Yep.
That's ridiculous. Like that.
Hate it.
Any other COD, if you have 4 hit markers on you, you are taking yourself out of ADS. You're crouching, you're moving, you're strafing, you're doing something. In Cold War, you get 4 hit markers on you, you just pull the trigger and
you hope for the best.
And it's like, what the hell was that?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's where I think it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
But your take is probably even a little more severe about snipers as a whole.
I think they're cool. I don't want to shoot all over the friggin' quick scopers, but like, man, if I'm playing and literally anything, let's say hardpoint. If I'm playing hardpoint, I'm straight to the hardpoint. Jared's like, oh, boom, got him from across the map. Like, dude, that's not fun. Like, I hate dying to it. Of course, I love hitting it, but I don't often. I think snipers need a nerf-ish. Damage, no. I just think they're like, if any of you guys get this far, I check out a video from FaZe Pomage, and I think it's called like, they better not touch snipers. And he literally is like, boom, 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 like a six piece or maybe not 6. It's a high piece. I think it's 6 actually. In like rapid succession. And
like Modern Warfare 2 style.
Yeah, exactly. Modern Warfare 2 style. Like that shouldn't be possible. We're past that. So I think snipers need a bit of a nerf, not even just damage, just like handling or aim speed, something that makes them a little bit worse. Because like Jared said, if you're running, I get you a few hit markers deep, you whip around and just and you hit me, like you're either a god, like you should be playing in some clan, or you got lucky, or the snipers need work. And I think like it was a little annoying.
It happened more than once for me, and I'm sure for you as well, where you've already shot the guy quite a few times, and then he still hits. Like the worst is when he hits a quick scope after that. But even more realistically, he's scoped in ADS, and you're firing, and he just got, you can get a few shots in, and he can still manage to hard scope you, and that's the kind of stuff that just should not happen. I've never seen it at COD before, and I wasn't a fan. There was no time I can ever remember, and I poured days and days into Black Ops 1. I never had an L9 6A1 scoped in on me, and I pepper him with a FAMAS, and I still get slammed.
No.
Like that never happened.
Never's gonna happen. And
so I want to see that change.
And I don't want snipers to go away. I want people to be able to one me with a sniper, Yeah. I don't want to see it from every single person though.
Yeah.
So
it's got to be very skill based. And right now it seems like maybe it's hitbox detection. Like we don't know because it's a beta. Mm-hmm. So I guess once people dig into the files, especially on PC, then we'll be able to see.
Right.
But on Xbox anyway. It just seemed like we were getting peppered by snipers all
Yeah,
the time.
wasn't as
And
bad as the alpha though.
I'm a sniper. Like I'm biased towards them.
Mhm.
So
Yeah, it was unique. My other biggest complaint is on map design. I love the maps. I think they're great. Each map has like one choke point, and it's just like a place you can sit. Like Miami has the hotel room. Satellite has the dunes. Dunes are cool, but I hate that people flock there and just sit. Like I got a 10 piece in there, or an 8 to 10 piece in there in my last video because I just sat in one spot. I was like, dead, 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 respawn, dead, dead. Like they just kept coming. I was like,
yeah,
okay.
they're running right up to you right
Yeah.
after spawn.
So like I think that needs a bit of work. I'm the hotel room in Miami is really cool. It only affects you if you're on that side of the map, which is kind of the biggest part of the map. So it's like, but it's just people will just sit and camp their asses off in one corner.
Yeah.
And like there's one on Cartel, or is it Cartel? The new map that came out with the airplanes. I think it's Cartel. And it's a little tower.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
Like with the like it's like a farm, and then there's
Yeah.
the little silo with the okay.
Yeah, there's a little wooden tower. It's only one stairway up. So this happened to me. I climbed up the ladder. Guy's just prone waiting there, like dead. But
Yeah.
I whipped grenades up there, and he had not flak jacket. So it wasn't a one hit kill. So unless you're running
Yeah.
two grenades or like two people throw grenades up there, it's tough to get him out. So
Yeah, it seems similar to firing range from Black Ops 1. You know that little tower where people would always camp?
yeah,
I think it's almost worse than that.
yeah, I think so.
I just hate those little towers. Like it's
Yeah.
just so stupid.
I agree with you, but that's whatever. That's my biggest complaint about the maps, and it's okay. The map design was fluid, though. I loved it. I felt like there was lanes I could go down. It felt good. And that was only a handful of the maps. I'm excited to see what happens with the rest of them.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, the Moscow map has probably the most like jarring choke point because the choke point is a big square. So it's not like you're even like have like this big open area to fight in. It's like there's a bunch of different corners to go around in the square. And there's one area that's an escalator, and there's one area that's kind of this blocked off little peeking in and out area. And I just found it just to be like everyone spawns and rushes there, and if it's not a game type, it's like an objective game, and you're just playing team deathmatch. Everyone's running into that room and spraying, and it's just dumb. So
if you want to go around,
I like the map.
kills.
The aesthetic's cool. Like this communist stuff, and it's all epic, and it's like whoa. But then you have this one room where you just go and fight in a box. Like it seems almost Halo. Like it seems like a Halo map would suit better there. Not God. It just seems weird.
It's weird, but at the same time, I don't hate any map. I actually think every map I played, even the map for Fire Team Dirty Bomb, is pretty cool. All the maps are sick. But Miami's not my favorite.
Yeah, there's no map, and like even Miami, like there's no map I can think of that I really wouldn't want to play.
No.
Like even though that Moscow thing I was talking about with the box, I still love it. It's a sick map. It's got escalators. It's got this outside kind of area that's not too restricted. So yeah, the maps seem nice, and we haven't even seen them all.
No, I'm hoping for some really sick ones.
Yeah, I really like snow maps, like with Call of Duty. Like I think of like Array from Black Ops 1. If they have anything like Array, I just love that map. I'm glad you mentioned that because I think either Summit or Array is getting an unofficial reboot or like an official reboot. Data Minus found it. I think it's Summit is getting a remake again, which is kind of weird. Summit's a little more known, a little better.
I honestly like Array and Hanoi. Love those maps.
And Array was a big map, like when you think about it, because that center base was quite a bit, and like that's kind of this big circle with different
2 floors.
2 floors. You got the viewpoints, you got the stairs going down.
Nice map.
It's a big map and really cool, like little lane that you could fight through. And I want that kind of stuff. And I think that one game we played with the escort VIP thing.
That was fun.
That map seemed like it, right? With buildings and different like snow lanes and stuff like that. So I want to play that as like a 6v6.
That mode was sick. That was a big team battle mode. I really like that.
Yeah. So that kind of stuff, like if the maps are anything like they were in the beta, like the maps we haven't seen yet, I think we're doing good.
Yeah, I think we'll love them. You know what map I want to see get a remaster? Is it's a Black Ops 1 map that no one really likes. I like it a lot.
Yes. Launch.
No, I love Launch though. Okay. It's WMD.
Oh yes.
I like WMD a lot actually. I think it's one of my favorite maps in Black Ops.
Yeah, and it's like it's like a 3-lane map, but almost like
Yeah.
the middle lane is like a big building, and you kind of have to like
Yeah.
go multiple ways through it.
What was
Awesome map.
the one it's kind of like WMD, but it has like the weird lane on the left side. It was the map we were playing together, and there was like that girl club in there and the old guy.
Oh crap.
Uh, it's got a
You're not
top.
talking about Grid, are you?
Yeah, it's Grid.
Grid. Okay.
It's Grid. Grid's all right.
Yeah, maps like that where it's kind of like I like when maps have really cool interiors and exteriors that work together, where you can still peek out of the interiors and look into the exterior.
Yeah.
If there's maps like that, because that's what's cool about Array and WMD and Grid. If Treyarch can pull off maps like that, that's going to be honestly a good quarter of the game for me. If there's good map
I
design,
agree.
and I'm happy so far.
Yeah, honestly, besides that, I'm very happy. And my gripes are minor. Like if snipers don't get changed, I will get used to it. I'll be a little unhappy, but I'll get used to it and forget about it. So,
Yeah, at the end of the day, just to summarize for everyone listening, if there's anyone listening, snipers need to get buffed a little bit, especially when you're getting shot at. Like the recoil's got to go way up when you're getting shot at. That's ridiculous. I think rocket launch. I didn't touch on this, but I think rocket launchers like the RPG need to get buffed. Blast radius is way too small, so no one's gonna have it in their loadout if you don't buff those.
No.
The map design's good, but we can't have so many with choke points, or at least with objective games, we'll kind of switch it up. So that's a bit of an issue. The latency issues that are just so intrusive. And the UI itself. We had troubles getting into parties sometimes, and then the game would freeze and you'd lose someone because they were on
and there's
like
a
different
long
console or
loaded
PC.
menu.
Yeah.
To get from like you're into the game, like the long fix that.
So if they can clean up those kind of things, and like let's assume they're all kind of like beta issues that'll get totally fixed up when they get the gold package out there, then we're laughing.
It's gonna be good. I spent $100.87 or 78 cents, and I am okay with that.
Yeah, me too.
The last time I was
we got the cross-gen one.
Yes, we did. Which I think, guys, that's a no-brainer. If you spend $10 and then never play it on the new Xbox, you lost $10. But if you say you go in for Christmas or a gift, or you just buy one, you're like, great, now I gotta rebuy Black Ops.
Yeah.
$10.
Yeah, $10 instead of 70.
I bought pudding, milk, and an onion, and that came to $10 today. Those 3 things can equate to a brand new Xbox game.
Yeah. Yeah, that's like a meal at a fast food place now.
Yeah. It's a no-brainer.
Just think of it like that.
No-brainer.
It's because I mean, right now I don't want the X because I don't have a for sure release date.
No, I have the money.
Halo Infinite, and you're kind of waiting as well.
Yeah.
So it's probably the best financial move. If you're going to get Cold War, you may as well get the cross-gen because you're probably going to end up getting the Series X.
It's worth it. You know, it's a quick side note. Do you remember the last time we pre-ordered a game where this hype for it? Because I do.
Just say it. I know it starts with a D and it ends with a 2. So
yeah, and it ends and it pissed me off. Last time we pre-ordered a game was Destiny 2. I don't know why I feel like I need to keep talking about it, but that was the last time. It was a
sick release. Like
it was actually
as corny as it was like, oh wow, another cool adventure. Go on as a guardian. Like I still like the game. It's just
we both pre-ordered it. And it was tight.
Yeah, that was a sick launch. Whoa, dude! What if Cold War is going to be the next Destiny 2?
Mm-hmm. And I won't actually care if it sucks in a year because next month. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, whatever.
Did you know though?
Destiny 2 Beyond Repair. That's freaking sick, dude.
Did you know that they're giving you 4 free content packs of Black Ops?
Oh, really?
If you look into the cross-gen bundle, it's like you get the game, 4 content packs, and that's even with the base game. If you just buy the regular $79.
So what was the point of getting like the Ultimate Edition?
That's why I couldn't find a Steelbook case because I don't think there is one.
Oh, okay.
Because unless they're going to put something out.
Because digitally we had the option of like base cross-gen for $10 more or the Ultimate Edition.
Yeah, it gave you the Land, Sea, and Air bundle, and I can tell you what that is. Land, Sea, Air bundle. It's a bundle, I think, of skins you get, and it's just skins. Okay. It's I'm looking at them, and the Land one looks sick. The Air and the other ones are like cool-ish. Like they're cool enough, but they're just skins. I'm not gonna pay. So we paid $89 before tax, which came like 100 and whatever Canadian. This one's $119.99 before tax. So you're saying 130, 140 almost.
Yeah, I don't really want to get paying that much for microtransactions.
No, and just for
Like I
skins
think of
too.
maps as content, and I think of skins as microtransactions. That's the way I define it. Some may disagree, but like I think we can probably both agree that like I would definitely pick content over like I would pick maps over skins all day.
Oh, 100%. 100%. Give me those ones,
Yeah.
Dude,
Well,
check
that's cool.
this.
We got maps coming in. Then I
I'm looking
actually
at
didn't know that.
Yeah, I'm looking at the standard edition right now. It comes with Cold War content pack 1, 2, 3, 4. And then if I hop over to the cross gen bundle is the exact same thing. It's
Okay.
just $10 more, you get cross gen. If you hop to the ultimate edition, you get content pack 1, 2, 3, 4, and Latency and Air. So you're literally paying $40 more for skins. And they're
Yeah.
not
See,
that cool.
that's what I mean. Like that's if you're like if all you play is COD, cool. But like for
Right.
me, it's not. It's skins.
Mhm.
I honestly don't know if I'd do that for Halo. Like seriously.
No, the only way I would genuinely consider it is if like say the cross gen is $89.99 like it is, and then they're like, oh yeah, for $99.99 you can get the Lansing and Air bundle. I'd be like, cool. If I'm already
Yeah.
spending the money on it, I'll spend $10 more. I'm not going to spend $40 more at least.
Yeah. 40 is pretty steep for some
That's steep.
skins.
But yeah, we're getting all the content packs, which I think
Yeah.
will be sick.
Well, that's
I'm
good news.
hoping I'm hoping we get a whole remaster pack. The fourth one's just remastered maps, like zombies.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Zombies gonna
will
be
buy
sick.
if they put the old zombies maps in this game for like $40. I will buy that. I'm telling you right now, Treyarch, I will pay for that.
It'll be Resurrection 2.0 map.
I will pay it. I will immediately.
That'd be sick. Well, I had a lot of fun talking about it today.
Me too.
Like I'm a Halo kid, you're a variety guy, and both
Yeah.
of us have this mutual love for Call of Duty. It's
Yes, we
a
do.
series we both love. And if you've been listening to Third Floor for a while, you're probably sick of hearing us talk about Cold War. But it's the best we can get because
Yeah.
I'm not getting Beyond Light. I'm not getting Halo
I'm not
Infinite.
getting Beyond Light.
I don't like. Are you getting Cyberpunk 2077?
No, that to me looks cool. And like if I got it as like a gift, I'd be like sick. Not a
Yeah.
game I'm gonna spend money on. I'm sure I
Yeah.
would love it. I'm just like,
Yeah. So for both of us, this is our main. Like this will probably become
Yeah.
our main for at least the holiday season. I'm probably going on into the next year, especially with new content packs.
Yeah. The next game I would genuinely buy or consider buying is Far Cry 6. But that's only
yeah.
because I'm a Far Cry guy. I love Far Cry.
Yeah.
So other than that, nothing is coming out. Well, Biomutant, but that's a whole other story, and it's not literally that release date. Genuinely, is when we feel like it.
Yeah.
So,
well, yeah, that's just the thing.
I'm not buying
For
it
us, this is something to fill in the time for sure.
Yeah.
And for me, it's kind of a precursor to Halo Infinite whenever that comes out. And for you, it's a precursor to find whatever next game you get into.
Fortnite 3.
Fortnite 3. Jeez.
Dude, literally, if I know we're wrapping this up, we're not buying Destiny, and if you did, I genuinely would be like, "What the hell is wrong with you?" Like, I would actually be concerned.
I thought you were gonna be like, I won't judge, dude, if you bought
Nope,
Midnight.
I would
What's
judge you.
wrong with you?
I literally would be like, "All right, man, what are you doing?" So,
Dude, okay, really quick. In Destiny 2, they have this new thing called Stasis, and it's
ugh,
basically PvP. Like it's a PvP ability that freezes other people,
hate it.
and it's like I don't know how it's gonna work. Like it's actually been
No.
pretty divisive. I've been looking a bit on the Destiny community board, like MTashed and True Vanguard, like really competitive PvP players. They're kind of like, is this gonna break the game? Like they're trying to be optimistic, but like,
Yeah.
what's gonna happen? Like it could be a totally different meta.
Yeah.
Like actually more than a meta, it'll be a totally new game if you're able to freeze people. Like that's just like weird. So I'm getting out. We'll probably play it. We'll have a good gag.
Yeah,
We'll
look out
try
for
but
one
it'll
video
be free
coming.
for us.
Look out for one. Wow, we're gonna do a video. I don't know if it's like a before and after, or like a footage of both, or whatever. We're gonna do one more video for sure.
Yeah, and it won't be like all right, what's the new meta? It'll be like
Farewell, you piece
let's
of crap.
meme.
Yeah, let's meme up.
Oh, dude.
Cold hard for days.
Yeah,
So
I'd rather play Cold War.
I'd rather get frostbite.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I didn't. Then the chain didn't connect, but
No, I got you. Well,
whatever.
thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you have a great week. And if you haven't yet, check out Nick's gameplay. It's actually pretty sick. It's a real nice one in the desert, so you can watch him running around in the sand, shooting people with the old XQ, no,
QBZ83.
DBZ. Okay, okay.
QBZ.
Oh, I said DBZ. The old Dragon Ball Z gun.
Yeah, the Dragon Ball Z gun.
Yeah, go check out that
Quarterback.
video. It's pretty sick.
Yeah. Come check out Jared's Twitch. It's affiliated. There's emotes. It's a party.
We'll be playing some Halo, probably some fighting stuff, but and a tournament coming up. So if you're interested in watching a sweaty tournament on Friday night and you have no friends like me, come hang out.
Love it. Love it. All right, guys. I'll talk to you later.
Yep. Peace out.
Peace out.